The best date I ever went on was with a guy who I met through a mutual friend. You know, not only was he so accommodating of me in that he like opened all the doors for me, pulled my chair out for me, and was doing all, you know, the traditional gentlemanly things, but he also was paying attention to me.
Okay guys, one of the most annoying things you can do on a date is sitting there on your phone. If we wanted to go on a date with your phone, we would have asked.
I think I've had too many bad dates that I've kind of just blacked them out. But I remember one guy didn't turn up for half an hour and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm late. I said, I'm just about to walk out, and he's like, haha, no you won't. I'm like, yes I am. Anyway, then we went to have dinner afterwards at this restaurant and whatever. And then he turned around and said to me after, he's like, oh, so you're good to get home, aren't you? I'm just going to go out with my mates. And I was like, yeah, I'm great to get home. Needless to say, he never heard from me again.
The fact that he was so attentive and genuinely cared about me made me feel so special and made me feel like, you know, this guy is only here for me and he's only here to really like make sure I'm cool. That made me feel so good.
What makes the date special is the memories and the energy that's created.
Best date that I would ever have to have, okay, was definitely the one with my fiance. So we met on a photo shoot, and it was a Valentine's Day photo shoot, and we actually had these gigantic balloons, and the whole thing was he was following me around with these balloons that we were shooting, and we'd step in, hold hands, and gaze into each other's eyes. And so for our first date together, our first Valentine's Day actually, we told me this location to go to, and I didn't know where it was, and he said look up in the sky. And so I looked up in the sky, and he was letting off these balloons, you know, to obviously symbolize, you know, the balloons from when we first met. And he said follow these balloons to my location. And so I followed the balloons to his location, and there he was letting off all these hot air balloons in the air, and there was a picnic rug with flowers and 7 different bottles of French wine and cheese platters and cakes and pastries, and he was all dressed up, and it was just so super romantic and so thought out. And I know you guys are probably thinking, crap, do I have to do that? Well, you know what? The more little thought and detail that you put into a date, the more likely you're going to get a positive response, so it's not a bad thing.
Go the extra mile to make somebody feel like they are your only priority. Just that will go a really long way.
Hey man, before I let you get back to this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because if you don't, Teddy here is gonna be very sad.
I think anywhere that you can have a conversation is the best type of venue.
I can tell you where not to go. Don't go to venues that are overly crowded and busy, where you're basically yelling at each other the whole entire time because you can't hear anything. So I think the best venue is, to be honest, a place that is probably public, a place that has great atmosphere, great food, great coffee, or whatever it is that you guys want to do. For instance, if you want to go rock climbing for your first date, or if you want to go ice skating for your first date, don't necessarily limit to restaurants and clubs. I think a first date should really be about creating a great, memorable experience where you can both have fun, where there could be some little dependence on each other, hence, you know, maybe she needs to hold your hand, or maybe you're able to order the food, or something that allows you to step up and be that masculine man, and something that you guys can laugh about and look back as, you know, a great place to be able to start from.
I personally have no qualms with having an activity for your date. But I also think there needs to be time where you can sit and talk and get to know each other. I just think your first date should be easy and should avoid any extra stress more than, you know, what is already there.
I think the first sort of date should definitely be casual. I don't think you should have dinner straight away. I think that is something that is a bit more intimate and something that should happen later on down the track. Basically do it a step at a time and lead up to something more intimate, such as dinner at your place where you're cooking for her, or dinner in a restaurant. I think if there's some sort of creativity behind the date and some sort of thought and originality, it really sets you apart from every other guy.
The best venue depends on her. Figure out what she likes likes and then customize the venue to her interests.
Activities are great for dates because it puts you on mutual territory unless, you know, one time you want to do something that she normally does. Maybe she normally does cooking, and so you do a cooking class together, or maybe you're someone who's into jet skis and so you go jet skiing together, and then you do something that neither of you have tried, so then you're able to work together as a team, and it makes it fun and enjoyable at the same time, which is what dating should be. Dating should be fun. There should be an element of romance in every single date, definitely.
Romantic versus excitement. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I would go with the romance. Chivalry is not dead.
I don't think you need like to focus on a ton of romance. I think you just need to focus on getting to know that person.
Romance doesn't necessarily have to be you doing something romantic. Maybe there's something romantic about the atmosphere, or there's something romantic about the environment that you're in.
Want to go on this date to get to know this person. That's the whole point. And I think that's the thing that people often lose sight of because they want to impress the person that they're on a date with so badly. You know, I'm not saying kick it on the couch in your sweatpants, because I think you should try a little bit harder than that. But it can definitely be like, hey, I made us like dinner to take to the park, you know, and watch the sunset. Like, I think it can be that simple.
Even if you're going to an intimate date, such as cooking her dinner, you know, you should still be able to have a laugh. I don't know if I confuse you guys by just saying doing everything at once, but definitely dating should be fun. It should be exciting and enjoyable for both of you, and there should always be an element of romance involved.
I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. And if you are looking for even more tips to have better conversations with women that you're interested in, don't forget to get our conversation cheat sheet. You can find a link to download that in the description box below. And if you are not yet subscribed, make sure you do that as well, because we have new videos all the time with the best tips on how to make your dating life better. And don't forget, if you want to comment down below about things you want to see in our videos or questions you have that you want us to answer, please leave that in the comments below. We would love to help you guys out with anything that you have questions about. And if you are looking to take your game to the next level, we have boot camps and live trainings. You can sign up for that. That link will also be in the description below, and turn on your bell notifications so you can be notified every single time we post. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.